Hello, everyone, and welcome back to US Podcast. I'm Sarah, your host, and I'm so glad you're here with us today. Honestly, I'm really excited about what we're going to share with you.
And I'm Mike, your co-host. Thanks for joining us. If you're trying to improve your English speaking skills, you're in the right place. Today's topic is super powerful, and I have to say, it changed my entire approach to language learning. It's called Listen More, Speak Better, Grow Faster. Yes, this idea might surprise some learners. I remember when I first heard it, I actually thought, wait, that doesn't make sense. A lot of people think I need to speak more to get better at English, but in reality, and this is what amazed me, listening is the secret weapon.
That's right. I get goosebumps every time I think about this. The more you listen, the more you understand how real English sounds. The pronunciation, the rhythm, the natural expressions. And when you understand better, you start to speak more confidently and correctly. It's like magic, but it's actually science.
Exactly. And listen, I want you to really hear this because it matters. In today's episode, we're going to break it all down. We'll talk about why listening helps you speak better, the common mistakes learners make with listening, and trust me, I've made every single one of them, how to build smart listening habits, and we'll even share some real-life stories of people who improved just by listening more. These stories genuinely moved me when I heard them.
Plus, and this is what I love most, we'll give you practical tips you can start using today, things you can do even if you're busy or just learning at home. So if you're ready to grow faster in your English journey, please stay with us till the end. I promise you, this is going to be a powerful episode. You might even want to grab a notebook.
Let's get started. I can't wait to dive into this.
So, Mike, let's jump into the big question that's probably on everyone's mind right now. Why is listening so important if I want to speak better English? I mean, it seems counterintuitive, doesn't it?
Oh, Sarah, that's such a great question. And you're right, it does seem backwards at first. But here's the truth, and this really blew my mind when I first understood it. We learn to speak by listening first. It's the same way babies learn their first language. They listen for months before they ever say a word. Isn't that fascinating?
Exactly. And when you think about it, babies don't start by reading grammar books, right? They just listen. They hear their parents, songs, and everyday conversations. And little by little, they begin to understand. Then they start speaking. It's so natural, yet we forget this simple truth when we're learning a new language.
Right. And it's the same with English learners. If you listen a lot, you start to hear how words are really used, how sentences flow, how native speakers stress certain words. You begin to build a kind of English feeling in your brain. And that feeling, that's pure gold, my friend.
Yes, that feeling is so important. It helps you speak more naturally without always thinking about grammar rules. You know what I love? When you listen regularly, you improve your vocabulary, pronunciation, and sentence structure almost without trying. It feels effortless, like you're absorbing it through your skin.
I totally agree. And you know what? Let me give you an example that happened to me personally. Imagine someone is learning English and they hear this sentence often, I'm going to grab some coffee. At first, they might not understand it. I remember feeling so confused when I heard grab used this way. But after hearing it a few times, they realize, oh, that means I'm going to get some coffee. That moment of clarity is just, it's beautiful.
Yes, and soon, without even memorizing it or drilling it into your brain, they can say it naturally. I'm going to grab some coffee. That's the power of listening right there. It teaches you real-life English, the way people actually talk to each other, on the street, in cafes, everywhere.
Another thing, and this one really hits home for a lot of learners I've met, is pronunciation. A lot of learners speak English with good grammar, but with strong accents or unnatural rhythm because they haven't listened enough. And I want to be clear, there's nothing wrong with having an accent. But if you want to be understood more easily, listening is your best friend.
That's so true. When you listen often to native speakers, to podcasts, to YouTube videos, to movies, you begin to copy the way English sounds. You start to speak like the people you listen to. And honestly, that's when I noticed the biggest change in my own language learning journey. It was like a switch flipped.
Yes, and that's a good thing. It's actually a wonderful thing. You're training your brain and your mouth at the same time. Listening is like a secret teacher that's always helping you in the background, working its magic while you're just enjoying yourself.
Ah, I love that. A secret teacher. And you know what else? This one's really important, especially if you've ever felt nervous speaking English. Listening helps reduce fear. When you understand more, you feel more confident, and confidence leads to better speaking. It's like having a safety net under you.
Exactly. So to everyone listening right now, if you want to speak better, you need to listen more. It's not magic, though it might feel like it sometimes. It's smart practice. It's proven, and I believe in you. You can do this.
And hey, don't worry if you don't understand everything at first. That's completely normal, and it doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. Just keep listening. Your brain is learning even when you don't realize it. Think of it like planting seeds. You might not see the growth right away, but it's happening beneath the surface.
All right. Up next, we'll talk about some common mistakes learners make with listening and how to avoid them. Trust me, knowing these will save you so much time and frustration. Stay with us.
All right, Mike, so we just talked about why listening is so important for speaking better. But here's the thing. Many learners don't always get great results from listening, and they feel frustrated. Let's talk about why that happens, because I think understanding these mistakes can be a real game changer.
Yes, and I have to be honest with you. There are some common mistakes people make when it comes to listening, and I've personally made almost every single one of them. So if you're making these mistakes, you're in good company. Let's go through them one by one. Mistake number one is just listening passively.
Oh yeah, like putting on a podcast while doing the dishes or walking, but not really focusing. I'm totally guilty of this sometimes.
Exactly. And look, that kind of background listening isn't bad. I don't want anyone to feel guilty about it. But if you only do that, you're not really training your brain in the way we need. You need active listening, where you really focus, try to understand, maybe pause, repeat, or take notes. That's where the real learning happens.
That's a key point. Passive listening is like putting headphones on a plant and hoping it grows. You have to be engaged to grow. You have to actively participate in your own learning journey.
I love that example. Okay, mistake number two, and this one is so common it breaks my heart, is choosing listening materials that are too difficult.
Yes. Oh my goodness, yes. Some learners start with fast English movies or news channels and they feel lost. Then they think, I'm not good at English, and they give up. My heart goes out to anyone who's felt that way because it's simply not true.
Right. But here's the thing, and I really want you to hear this. The truth is, they just chose the wrong level. That's all. You should pick materials that are just a little above your level, something you mostly understand, but with a few new words or phrases. That sweet spot, that's where the magic happens.
Exactly. That way you feel challenged but not overwhelmed. It's like lifting weights. You don't start with 100 kilos on day one or you'll just hurt yourself and never want to go back to the gym. Start where you are, not where you think you should be.
So true. Mistake number three, and this one is crucial, is not repeating or reviewing. Many learners listen once and move on, but listen to me. The best way to learn is to listen again and again. Repetition is where the real transformation happens.
Yes. Oh, repetition is so powerful you wouldn't believe it. The first time you catch maybe 50%. The second time, maybe 70%. The third time could be 90% or more. Your brain needs to hear things more than once to make it stick. It's like building a neural pathway. Each repetition makes it stronger and deeper.
That's why things like shadowing or repeating with subtitles can help so much, but many learners skip that part.
And finally, mistake number 4, thinking you need to understand every word. That's not true at all.
Yes, even native speakers don't catch every word in a fast conversation, and that's okay. You need to focus on the overall meaning, not every single word. Let go of that pressure, I promise, is holding you back.
If you get the main idea, you're learning. You're succeeding. Don't stop just because you don't know one word. Guess it from the context or check it later, but please don't let one unknown word rob you of your progress. So, quick recap. Don't just listen passively. Don't choose content that's too hard. Don't listen just once, repeat. And don't worry about understanding every single word.
Well said, Sarah. Avoiding these mistakes can make your listening practice way more effective. I've seen it change everything for so many learners.
Absolutely. And I'm getting excited now because coming up next, we'll share how to listen more effectively with real tips you can use today. These are practical, simple, and they work. Stay tuned.
All right, now let's get to the practical part. This is where it gets really exciting. How can learners listen more effectively? We don't want them to waste time, right? We want them to see results.
Exactly. Let's share some smart techniques that can really help. First tip, and this one is non-negotiable, focus. When you listen, don't just play the audio while scrolling on your phone. I know it's tempting, but resist.
Yes, treat your listening time like a workout. You wouldn't go to the gym and spend the whole time on your phone, right? When you focus fully, you understand more, you remember more, and you improve faster. It's that simple, and it's that powerful.
Totally. And that leads to the second tip. Repeat what you hear. Repetition is powerful. Don't just listen once and move on.
Absolutely. Let's say you listen to a 2-minute podcast. Play it once, then listen again. Then try to repeat some of the sentences out loud. That's called shadowing.
Yes, shadowing is one of my absolute favorite techniques. I can't recommend it enough. You listen to a sentence and speak at the same time as the speaker. It helps you with pronunciation, fluency, and confidence. And honestly, it's kind of fun once you get into it.
And it feels a little awkward at first, I won't lie to you, it does. But it really works. You begin to sound more natural, like the speaker you're copying. Give it a few days and you'll be amazed at the difference.
Tip number 3, use subtitles or transcripts. When something is too fast, turn on English subtitles. Or even better, find a video or podcast with a full transcript.
Exactly. First, listen without subtitles if you can. Then, listen again with subtitles or read the transcript. This helps you catch what you missed and learn new vocabulary.
Speaking of vocabulary, here's tip number 4. Write down new words or phrases, just 2 or 3 per day.
Yes, don't try to learn 20 words in one sitting. If you hear the phrase, take a break, write it down. Then try using it in your own sentence later.
Right, that's how listening connects to speaking. You hear something, you understand it, you say it, and it becomes part of your English.
Here's another tip. Listen to what you enjoy. If you like music, start with English songs. If you love food, watch cooking videos in English.
That's such a great point. When you enjoy what you're listening to, it's easier to stay focused and you'll want to come back to it again and again.
And you don't have to understand 100%. Just get the idea. Even 60 to 70% is fine. You'll improve with time.
Another trick, slow down the audio. On YouTube or podcast apps, you can play things at 0.75x speed. That gives your brain more time to process the words.
Yes, slow it down and then slowly increase the speed as your listening improves. It's like training. Start easy, then level up.
So let's summarize these tips quickly. Focus fully when listening. Repeat or shadow what you hear. Use subtitles or transcripts to help. Write down and use 2 to 3 new words. Listen to topics you enjoy. Slow the audio if needed.
These are simple things, but they can make a big difference. Don't just listen, listen smart.
Exactly. Listening is not just hearing English, it's training your brain to speak better.
Well said. Coming up next, we'll explain how listening leads to real speaking results. Don't go anywhere.
So far, we've talked a lot about listening, why it matters, and how to do it better. But now let's connect it to speaking. How does listening actually help us speak better?
Great question, Sarah. Here's the truth. Listening is the input, and speaking is the output. You can't speak what you haven't heard.
That's so true. It's like trying to cook a meal without ingredients. No matter how good your kitchen is, if there's nothing to work with, you can't make anything.
Exactly. When you listen to English, you collect the sounds, the grammar, the rhythm, and the phrases. Your brain stores them. And when it's time to speak, boom, you start using what you've heard.
Right. I remember a student who always watched English cooking shows. After a while, she could say phrases like chop the onions or let it simmer without even thinking, just because she'd heard them so many times.
Yes, that's the natural learning process. First, you listen, then you understand, and finally, you use it in speaking.
Now let's talk about pronunciation. How does listening help with that?
Oh, listening is huge for pronunciation. When you hear native speakers often, you notice how they connect words, stress certain syllables, or even drop sounds.
Yes, like how what are you doing becomes what you doing. It's hard to read that in a book, but easy to catch when you hear it.
Exactly. And when learners repeat what they hear, even short phrases, they start to sound more natural and confident. Another thing is fluency. Many people think fluency is about speaking fast, but actually, fluency is about speaking smoothly and naturally.
Yes, and that smoothness comes from listening. If you listen to English daily, your brain starts to feel the flow of the language, and that helps your speech become more automatic.
And let's not forget, listening builds confidence. When you understand more, you feel ready to speak more.
Totally agree. You're not afraid of conversations because your brain has already heard similar phrases before.
So, to sum it up, listening gives you the words, sounds, and grammar you need. It helps you copy natural pronunciation, it trains your brain to speak more fluently, and it builds confidence.
Exactly. So if you want to speak English better, faster, and more naturally, start by listening more. It really works.
Coming up next, we'll talk about some daily listening habits that you can start today to boost your progress. Stay with us.
All right, Mike, now it's time for the fun part. Real, simple daily habits that our listeners can follow to improve their English through listening.
Yes, these aren't difficult things. There are small habits you can add to your day, even if you're busy. Let's start with habit number 1. Start your day with 5 minutes of English audio.
I love that. Right after waking up, play a short podcast or YouTube video in English, maybe while brushing your teeth or making breakfast.
Exactly. This helps your brain get into English mode early and sets the tone for the day. Habit number 2, use dead time to listen. That means when you're walking, on the bus, or doing chores, just plug in your earphones and listen to something in English.
Yes, we all have small pockets of free time. Even 10 minutes here and there adds up to hours of listening every week.
And remember, even passive listening helps your ears get used to English sounds. Habit number 3 is my favorite. Repeat one short clip daily. Choose a video or audio you like and play it multiple times. Listen, then shadow it. Then speak it on your own.
Yes, one short dialogue, maybe 30 seconds long, can teach you pronunciation, grammar, and natural phrases. And it sticks in your memory better than trying to listen to something new every day.
Exactly. Okay, habit number 4. Watch English content with subtitles, but in English.
Right. English subtitles help you match what you hear with what you read. Over time, you'll rely less on the subtitles and understand more with your ears.
Yes, and you can pause and repeat anything you don't get. It's a super easy way to improve listening and reading at the same time. Habit number 5, keep a listening journal. Write down 2 to 3 things after each listening session, new words, phrases, or even just what the audio was about.
That's a great one. It only takes a few minutes, but it helps you reflect and remember what you learned.
Let's quickly list all 5 habits again. Start your day with 5 minutes of English audio. Use your dead time to listen. Repeat one short clip daily. Watch with English subtitles. Keep a listening journal.
These habits are simple, but if you do them every day, you'll see real improvement. Listening becomes part of your life, not just something you have to study.
And the more you listen, the more confident you'll feel when it's time to speak. It's all connected.
Exactly. So to all our listeners, pick just one habit today and start there. You don't have to do everything at once.
Great advice, Sarah. Coming up next, we'll share real success stories of people who listened more and started speaking better. You won't want to miss this.
All right, Mike, we've shared the tips and the habits, but now let's talk about something that really touches my heart. Real people. Real learners who improved their English just by listening more. These stories give me goosebumps every time I think about them.
Yes, real stories always inspire, don't they? They remind us that this is possible, that change is real. So here's one that I'll never forget. I had a student named Amina from Morocco. She didn't feel confident speaking English at all. She would actually get nervous just thinking about it. But instead of just studying grammar books, which wasn't working for her, she started listening to English podcasts every day for just 15 minutes.
Wow, that's a small habit, but it can go such a long way. Just 15 minutes. That's less time than most people spend scrolling through social media.
Exactly. And here's what gets me. After just 2 months, Amina told me she started thinking in English. Can you imagine? She said her speaking became more natural, more automatic. And then, and this part made me so proud, she even started answering customer calls in English at her job, something she would never have dreamed of doing before.
That's absolutely amazing. Just by listening more, she started speaking better. That's exactly what this episode is about. It's living proof that this method works.
Here's another one that makes me smile every time I think about it. A guy named Louis from Brazil told me he watched one episode of a cooking show in English every day with subtitles. After a few weeks, something wonderful started happening. He started copying the phrases naturally, like let it simmer or add a pinch of salt. They just rolled off his tongue.
So he was improving his English and his cooking at the same time. Talk about a win-win situation.
Yes. And you know what he told me? He said the best part was he didn't even feel like he was studying. It was just fun. He looked forward to it every day. And that's when you know you found the right approach.
That's such a powerful point, Mike. When you enjoy what you're listening to, your brain is more open. It's like all the defenses come down. Learning becomes natural, effortless even. There's no resistance, no struggle. You're not forcing yourself to study, you're just living your life in English.
Totally. And one more quick story that I absolutely love. A teenager from India named Ravi told me he improved his pronunciation by listening to English songs and singing along every day. Just singing in his room, in the shower, wherever he felt comfortable. And his transformation was incredible.
Oh, music is such a powerful tool. It's almost like a secret weapon. It teaches rhythm, pronunciation, and new words all in one beautiful package. Plus, it's emotional, it's memorable. Songs stick with us in ways that textbooks never can.
So whether it's podcasts, shows, YouTube, or music, all of these learners, Amina, Louis, Ravi, they all use listening as their secret to growing faster. And I want to look you in the eye, well, metaphorically speaking, and tell you if they can do it, so can you. You have everything you need to succeed already inside you.
And if they can do it, so can you. I truly believe that with every fiber of my being. Listening isn't just a skill, it's your gateway to fluency, your path to confidence, your key to unlocking a whole new world of communication.
Well said, Sarah. And up next, let's wrap things up with a quick recap and motivation boost to help you get started today.
All right, friends, before we wrap up today's episode, let's give you 3 quick things you can do today, not tomorrow, not next week, but today, to start improving your English through listening. I'm so excited to share these with you.
Yes, no excuses, no delays. These are short, simple, and super helpful. Ready? Here we go. Tip number 1. Choose a 2-minute English video you like. Maybe a short podcast clip, a YouTube video, or even a song. Just 2 minutes. That's all we're asking for today.
Listen to it twice. First, just listen and let it wash over you. Second time, try to repeat or shadow the speaker. Just copy how they say the words. Don't worry about being perfect. Nobody's judging you. This is your learning journey.
Perfect. Tip number 2. Write down one new word or phrase you heard. Just one, not 10, not 5, just one. Then, and this is the important part, try to use it in your own sentence. Make it yours. Own it.
And tip number 3, talk to yourself in English for 1 minute after listening. Yes, talk to yourself. Describe what you heard. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be Shakespeare. Just speak. Let the words flow, even if they stumble a bit.
These little habits take just 5 to 10 minutes total, but if you do them every single day, you'll grow faster than you think, faster than you can imagine, actually. I've seen it happen over and over again.
So try these tips today. And remember, the more you listen, the better you speak.
Thanks for joining us, and keep listening, learning, and growing every day.
So friends, I want you to remember this and really take it to heart. You don't need to be perfect to start. You don't need special talent or some magic gift. You just need to start listening more, a little every day. That's it. That's the whole secret.
Yes, every minute you listen in English, every single minute is a step toward better speaking, more confidence, and real progress. And I mean real, tangible, life-changing progress. The kind that opens doors, creates opportunities, connects you with people all over the world.
Be patient with yourself, please. Be kind to yourself on this journey. Keep going, even when it feels hard, and enjoy the journey, because English is not just a language, it's not just words and grammar rules. It's a skill you build over time. It's a bridge to other cultures. It's a tool for your dreams.
And we're here with you every step of the way. We believe in you. Keep listening, stay motivated, and don't stop growing. You've got this. You really do.
Thanks so much for joining us on today's episode of the English Learning Podcast. It means the world to us that you spent this time with us. Until next time, keep learning, keep listening.
And always believe, truly believe, that you can speak better faster. Your journey starts now. See you soon, friends.